Coincidence specialist.
Okay, coincidence specialist. Okay, well, thank you. We were talking to you guys all before the break, and we do have a guest that has been waiting backstage to talk about this. Ray J, how you doing?
Yo, what's up, everybody?
I'm good. You seem a little discombobulated. Let's fix your sound. I'm getting some feedback.
Hold on, I can turn it down, but then I can't hear.
You ain't got no hair. You ain't got no earphone buds or anything like that. All right, let's. How about now? Are we good? Is Adrian backstage? All right, drop him down for a second. Get him back up here real quick. All right, so Ray J just got the news in. We definitely got to hear his thoughts on it. You know, he's been to a couple. He claims he hasn't. But been to a couple of after party Diddy parties. But of course, everybody in Hollywood has been to Diddy parties. How's he doing back there? He's good. Okay, cool. We'll bring him back in just a second, guys. Okay. Real quick, we'll take a real quick caller. Real quick, can you guys answer a question real quick? Yep. All right, go ahead. Who's calling? Bubba, where you Bobby?
Bubba ZX. I'm from Philly, North Philly.
Okay.
Let me just keep it 100 with you. First of all, I saw you in the beef sector about 2 years ago. And they wouldn't, yeah, I think you were over there at Jay Wilson's channel. Somebody over there in the beef sector. Well, they brag about you all the time. Anyway, let me tell you. Yeah, let me tell you what's going on.
Hold down. Well, go
In the
ahead.
beef, there's a group of people that claim you started over there with them. And then you got big time and you don't mess with them no more. But it don't matter. Yeah, people lie all the time.
What's your comment? What's your comment though?
All right, this is what's up. First of all, it's a lot of angry women out here. A lot of angry women because they wanted him to get convicted because of the assault video. That's a fact. And so the next thing is that after Cassie's testimony, I started making videos saying Puffy is going to get a hung jury or acquitted. And the reason being is because Cassie is a smut. And men and women look at evidence differently. We look at things differently. Women are looking at her as a victim, and men are looking at her as a hooker. Plain and simple. Somebody chasing the bag. Can I keep it 100? I'm just keeping it 100.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you called it. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
So women are angry about the video at the hotel. Well, the statute of limitations went out, and Cassie was after the bag. Every man out here knows that she was after the bag. She didn't care how she got to the bag. She would let somebody pee on her for the bag. And as a man on the jury, we're looking at her as a gold digger that was willing to do anything to get paid. And that's why he got acquitted. Now, the two charges that he was convicted of, that was to pacify the one person that wanted that guilty. So they got together and said, look, let's just do this, not guilty, but we'll give you the guilty on the transportation. That's called horse trading. Both of those charges are about 10 years apiece. They will run concurrent. He might get a YSL deal and get on probation for 20 years because that's a part of the game. Puffy may only do 2-3 years at the most, if that. I'm looking at probation for about 10 years. And all y'all angry women out there, I know y'all shutting it down. Y'all ain't gonna be laying the brothers because you're mad, but it's okay. You be all right. You be all right. You're gonna get past this. You're gonna get past it.
Hold on. Let me speak for the women, especially the black women that's watching the show. I got to, because we catching a lot of slack as Black women for what y'all are going through. And it's not Black women that are bringing the cases against y'all. The only person that has happened to is Tory Lanez. Okay? Everybody else that has caught cases have been from white women or racially ambiguous women who have taken on Black features or Black characteristics or a caricature and sold it back to y'all as a watered down version of a Black woman, because you want the physicality of what a Black woman is, but you want the mediocrity in some cases of what other races offer, because you don't want all that mouth from us. See, we ain't gonna take you to court. I'm gonna take you to court right here on these streets and drag your ass with my mouth, right? So I hate that we are getting blamed for something that they are doing against Black men. Black women are not mad. We're just laughing at y'all because the same shit keeps happening to y'all over and over, and then y'all get mad when we don't support y'all. Sort of like when that girl was down there in Miami, right, with the Black dude, and he was on Twitter tweeting talking about how much Black women are this and he don't like Black women, and then it was the white woman that stabbed him in the chest. Is she in jail right now for that shit? Has she gone to trial? Leave us out y'all damn trauma.
No, I'm with you, mama. I'm with you.
Are you?
He's
Because
just, I think he's
like
just
you and a
saying based
lot
on
of
your,
Black men think of that way. Shannon Sharp, y'all talking about, oh, y'all just want to see a brother down. No, it's the white girl that filed a $50 million lawsuit because he was choking her up right off the prom floor, who wants to see him down. Ain't no Black woman ran down to no damn courthouse. The only time we running down to courthouse is to get some damn child support. That's about it. That's about it.
And Kathy was
I'm
pretty
with you. What I was saying is, I'm with you. I am with
but
you.
if
I,
you're
I,
with
I
us,
blame the brother.
if you're with us, is it based on maybe I think maybe he's saying based on what the last caller was saying about holding Black men accountable.
Turn
And
your volume up. We can't hear you.
You can't hear me. What I was saying was, I think he was referencing more maybe your last caller who said that Black men should be held more accountable. And that last caller isn't incorrect. I think it doesn't matter what your race is. If someone does something to you and you don't call the police and you don't press charges, they're never going to be held accountable. As we have stated, Cassie, who again isn't 100% Black, she's a mixed woman, was beaten on. She was supposedly sexually assaulted. All those things. She never filed any charges against, got the prosecution to file any charges against Diddy on the state level, right? And now the statute of limitations have passed. And so, no, he cannot be held accountable for those charges. And so I think that the sentiment is because he will never be held accountable on the state level for what he did to Cassie or anybody else, that people are just trying to lump it in to what was received today. And that's just reality. That's just reality. It's being lumped in.
And the fact that Cassie was smart about it, because she didn't sue him directly, she sued his company, and he had board members that wanted to go away. So she knew that right away to go get the bag, because when you have a director of board like board members, they have insurances to pay this out.
Oh yeah, we've discussed that at length on Tasha K's channel.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
It's the insurance companies that pay Cassie. No money withdrawn from Diddy's bank account to pay the settlement she received.
So she knew that.
About $10 million.
She's a very smart.
Right. She got a separate $10 million for the hotel.
I think we're having some sound issues from you. Somebody's cell phone ringing or something like that. So go ahead, Maverick. And I need you to turn your volume up too, right, Jay Carter, because you're really low. Go ahead. Go ahead, Maverick.
She's a very smart 305. She knew what she was doing. She got about 30-40 million out of the deal. So I think that, she played her cards right. But here's the thing. Again, I don't think it's just Black men. I think just Black people in general have to hold each other accountable. This is the problem, because if we're not, guess what? Other groups of people will. And then it's not going to be so fair. So we can't be saying like, oh, it's after a Black man and this and that. Dude was doing all kind of crazy stuff. And that's what we saw on tape. So imagine what happened behind closed doors. Okay. So if we don't start calling this stuff out now, how far can we let this go? And that's all I'm saying, because it's not about, men, women, this, that. No, it's us as a people starting to hold each other accountable. Because again,
Okay.
whenever we do something, it's magnified 10 times. It doesn't
Because
matter.
we're the entertaining race. Let me jump in here real quick because we got a few people that are leaving super chats, pretty hefty super chats. Thank you so much for the super chats. To let's say Queen Carol 7, love you, Tasha. I think they are going to OJ him, hunt him down, and convict him on another crime in the future. Okay, they're coming after him civilly the same way that they did OJ, but OJ only paid the Goldsman, I think, around like $100,000. Okay. Last one, but as we add Ray J back to the stream here, Heidi Fly Airline says, great show. The caller is spitting facts. Okay. And so yes, but I'm sorry. I just got tired of, hearing black men try to come in and say, we want to see them down when it's Carisha has been quiet and supporting Diddy throughout this, even taking a hit to her brand, saying go poppy, but it's the Asian women and the non-black women that have been on Diddy ass the entire time. Ray J, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Unmute yourself.
Hold on. Can
All
you hear me
right.
now?
Yes, we can hear you. Welcome, Ray J.
Thank you, Tasha. Yeah, we up in here. It's a lot of stuff going on right now because as you know, we've been saying a lot of stuff. We've been super accurate on a lot of things, and so now it's starting to unfold.
Give us some background on what you said. Remind the viewers of what you said pertaining to everything that's been going on.
Well, there's been so many things, whether it was on Pierce Morgan, whether it was on Tasha K, whether it was on News Nation, whether it was on Fox, whether it was on, whoever picked it up. We've always been vocal about what it was and what it is, right? And a lot of people have always said that, some of the things we've seen Diddy do is unacceptable. And that is a different case from what we're looking at now. So a lot of people think we're celebrating wrongdoing. That's not what this is. We're celebrating what's right with still a few twists that still shouldn't have went on too. But I guess, you got to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. But at the same time, what he was charged for, in my opinion, like I said from the beginning, was nonsense. Now, if it was a domestic violence case, if it was civil or whatever that was, then it would have been a problem. Everybody knows it would have been a big problem. And nobody condones that who, respects women and who stands for people being right and doing right. In this case, it wasn't that. And so it started to get weird. And then now we all, as a people, got to be like, yo, this shit is not okay. And that's when everybody, whoever had balls, because everybody was still scared. You talk about maybe 5 to 7 people even commenting on the Diddy case in its entirety. Why? I don't know. I told everybody from the beginning, I don't like baby oil. I did. But where was all the baby oil hype? Where's that now? Where were the drugs in the baby oil?
Didn't happen.
It wasn't there, right? So you see how narratives get spent into ways where you start thinking that somebody's throwing it from a professional football player aspect, right? Because it's just so perfectly wrong. And so, we celebrated. I've been playing Diddy all morning. My neighbors is mad because I'm loud this morning. But I told them, listen, I'm celebrating almost what was right. Because anything guilty makes me feel like, okay, everybody wins in that kind of state of like, okay, you're guilty, but really not guilty for the major shit. So I guess everybody wins, but Diddy gets to go home with a weird, image now. But is his image tarnished? I don't know, man. I don't know. This when Puff get out, this is like what does that look like? What does that look like when Diddy gets out?
The biggest all-white slip and slide baby on party at the mansion in Miami.
But think about it like this, though. Go ahead.
He's going to the church. He's gonna either start a church.
So do you think
your video is messing up, Jay Carter? Go out of the link and come back. We'll bring you back in just a second, okay? You gotta probably go out, shut your phone down, and come back in, okay? It's really bad video quality. Okay.
That's what she told me last night. I'm just playing.
I'm done. What were you gonna say, Maverick, to Ray J? Because I got some questions for Ray J in just a second. And so do the
Okay.
Winos. But what were you gonna say, Maverick?
It's just a prediction. I'm just saying, when he gets out, he is going to the church. It's
So you
church
think
time.
he's going to the church, Ray J? You think he's finna summon up TD Jakes and everybody, people that weren't there for him during
You
his
said
trial?
summons? You said you think he's gonna
Summon the
summons
church.
them?
He's gonna go and summon the church to help him rebuild his brand, to change his life before the world. Do you feel like he's
Can
about to
you?
do that?
But Taj, can you summons a church? That's
Yeah, you
crazy.
can, and you can buy yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I think that there. I think every time I've been around Diddy, and it was a Sunday, he was always playing gospel music, and always like when I was around and like maybe early in the day, it was always spiritual music or motivational music going on. You know what I mean? And I think that's what when people are inspired by other people who's successful in that space, you always go, damn. So there's so many different elements to it. Like you can party, you can wake up, work out, play some spiritual music, get some motivation. You know what I mean? Go get something to eat, have like a good vibe, a good meeting there, close the deal later on the board with a suit on, and then party later on that night, all night till 3. I mean, that's a
Well, you said
that's super.
you never saw, according to you, because you've done several platforms. You said you've never seen a freak off or participated in a freak off, and I think that was kind of proved a little bit. But then they were saying that other
Yo,
celebrities
kind
were
of
on those
proved a little
tapes
bit, Tasha, for real. Kind of proved a little bit. What?
because there were other
what
celebrities on the tapes, but they never named those celebrities. That came out in court because Diddy's defense team was trying to get them to out the celebrities, and the judge was like, "No, we're not going to do that." We're not going to do that. We're going to focus on the matters at hand. So obviously there were other celebrities. So you're telling me you are a nepotism baby. This is
what's
all you know.
what's
You were born
nepotism?
into
What's
this
nepotism
shit.
mean?
You were born into the celebrity, the
Here's
LA, the Hollywood.
here's the thing about
Okay,
Ray J. I've known Ray J for a long time.
it's my brother.
I've never heard anything about Ray J. I will say that. I'm from LA too.
But wait,
Never
but
heard.
math. You like when you say that because you my brother, right? But when you say you
Mm.
never heard of nothing about Ray J, it's crazy.
Yeah. We've
Because people
seen
are
the
saying
tapes.
that. People are
We've
saying that.
seen the
No, but
tapes,
what
Ray
I'm
J.
saying is,
We've seen you
huh,
on tape. We've seen you on
that
tape.
People
yeah,
are
that's
that's what
what
I'm
I'm saying, and
saying.
I'm not happy about that. And it wasn't really me, Tosh.
It was
That
AI.
wasn't like, huh?
It was AI.
It was Ray I.
Wait.
Huh?
Where's J Lo?
Give me 1 second.
Where's J Lo? Can we talk to J
Something's
Lo
wrong
for a
with
minute?
somebody's
Yo,
sound.
Tosh, see, look, yo, my team. I
Turn
want y'all
your
to
mic
look
up,
at
Matt.
Tasha. Look how good Tasha looks in the middle with her camera. With her now, she don't got a camera. She got like a FX9 or something, or she's shooting on a red today. Can I get my Sony? Let's go. Like I'm like, look. I need to do. Listen, Josh. I need to do part 2 because when I come back, I'm gonna have a blazer on. I'm gonna have the news screen behind
Okay.
me, the FX6. Right now, I'm looking like yesterday.
You good? But you're Ray J. But we this is like just kind of everybody slid out the bed. He's not guilty. Ray J, real quick. They're saying that none of his celebrity friends showed up for him. Nobody. What do you have to say about no? As much as Diddy has done for the black community, for the celebrity world, how do you feel about people not showing up for Diddy?
Listen, more money, more problems, man. Can't nobody hold me down. Can't nobody take my pride. Oh no, I got to keep on
Kanye did it.
worrying.